Are you trying to take your content from boring to the next level and make videos that people actually stop and watch, that you're proud to put your name on, and that could even help you sell something? And do you want to do this without actually doing it yourself or paying someone to do it for you? Because this style of explainer video is one of the most polished looks that you can make right now. Paper cutouts, moving layers, bold typography, charts, textures, all that stuff. It feels like a real documentary, not just another AI video. And the crazy part is, I didn't build this by becoming some motion graphics expert. I taught Codex, my AI agent, to build out this workflow for me. In this video, I'm going to show you my exact process of how I had Codex build this out for me. So if you're new here, I'm Khalil from AI for Real Life. Usually I focus on the practical side of AI filmmaking, how to actually make this stuff useful, repeatable, and good enough to be proud of. Not just for like a cool 5-second demo. But while I was building courses for my AI for Real filmmakers school community, I wanted to make the whole learning experience feel more premium. I didn't want another course with a screen recording, just a talking head and a few generic AI clips thrown on top. I wanted to build content that felt designed. Then I came across these editorial Vox paper collage explainer style videos. And I thought, if I can turn this into a workflow that an agent can actually run for me, it could work for my YouTube videos, educational content, client work, course lessons, anything where you need to make an idea feel bigger. So that's what I did. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, guys, this is actually pretty exciting. So let's talk about the process that I went through to get from just watching a YouTube video about these explainer style videos, or these Vox explainer style videos, and getting it created. So I was watching a video, and let's see if we can pull it up really quick. All right, so we have it right here. And let's take a couple seconds of this video and definitely check out this creator, because this is what helped me out.
One mission: create the best motion graphics film completely on their own. Claude Fable versus GPT 5.6. Same brief, same budget, same tool. They'll write the concept, generate every visual, and edit the final cut. No human touches anything. At the end, you vote. Let the battle begin.
All right, so that's just a sneak peek at the video that got me started on this, because I did a little bit of research, because I wanted to really take my videos, my school community courses, and just different things that I can work on for clients to the next level. All right, so let's jump in and let me show you exactly how this worked out. So I went in to Codex and I just took the link to the video and said this. Okay, based on the tools that we have available and a Gemini API, which is key here, how close can we get to creating videos like the ones discussed in this video? So for this, I have a Gemini API key that I wanted to use for this because I didn't want to go through Flow or the Gemini app. I wanted to have more control over it. So I set up a Gemini API key for this. And that's really easy to do. If you don't know how to do that, just go ahead and Google Gemini API, and it's just a couple clicks and you're there. So it went through the process of doing this whole thing to generate a video for me. Well, after it made the plan, here's the plan right here. Okay. All right, so it made a plan right here and went ahead and I said, okay, go ahead, try to see how far you can get with this, just to see what would happen. And then it gave me this. There's no sound with it. It's pretty cool, especially for something that I did not do myself. But it's not what I was going for. It's not what I saw in the videos. So I went back into Codex, talked to it a little bit more. And I said, I mean, that was okay. It was like a Vox, it says Vox, but I meant Vox-style motion graphics video. But based on the YouTube video, what are we missing here? And then it goes through and tries to make some corrections for me. And then I said, go ahead and do it. So then it went ahead and made this one for me. And as you can see, it's getting a little better, but it's not what I was going for still. Like I said, pretty cool. It tells the point of the video, all these kind of things, great, but not it. So what was going wrong here? That's what I wanted to dive into next. It says, okay, how do we get to the next level? I see you said some Gemini stuff here. I just wanted to get to the next level. Basically, what do we do next? It built out another plan for me. And then what I did at this point was I stopped. And I said, okay, here's the video example. And here's the actual video that you can pull the transcript from, explain how to do it. And I think I had you build me a video for my Storyboard app course, the mini course tutorial. And that's the one that I want to create in this style. So then it went ahead, did some research, pulled the transcript and all that stuff, and it pulled some of the wrong files. And then I had to tell it exactly what I wanted to do. So it found the right video for me for my mini course explainer. So the next step that I wanted to do from here was actually get a voiceover on it. And the one that I had before in my course, it was very AI. It was supposed to be my voice, but I think I used a Minimax agent to get it done. It didn't really work out so well. So I wanted to get one of the professional documentary style voices for something like this. So what I did, I have an ElevenLabs API set up for all of this stuff. It went into ElevenLabs, gave me a few different voice samples, and I chose the one that I liked the best, which was this one.
Most AI filmmakers are still storyboarding one image at a time. They write a prompt, generate a frame, notice a missing story beat, and start over. There is a better way. Build the system that storyboards for you.
So if you can hear that, that's great. If not, it's the traditional documentary style filmmaker voice. So I selected the voice and I basically said, yeah, so that's it. Do whatever it takes to get this right. So it drew out some ideas for me, made some images, all that good stuff. So then I went back and just iterated back and forth with Codex to try to get this right. And basically what I said was, these videos are using the Gemini Omni model, and it seems to be the best for these type of videos right now, which I do have the Gemini API set up already. And I said, let's look at that and go ahead and dive in and try to do it this way. And then I went off subject for a little while, talked about some of the apps that I was building, and dove back in. And this is the key on this whole teaching Codex part that really helped. And I said, okay, make sure to reference these videos and other research to see how they're explaining how to do it so that you're not just going in blind. And this was the key that really made it start to work. And from here, it went through and it analyzed these videos. It went into the descriptions, pulled the assets, did all those things in order to get the real process down. And then after doing all this, it said, okay, we've got the actual system figured out. The second tutorial confirms the 5-step workflow. And that's when it really started to cook. So what it did was it imported the real reference materials into the project. Then it gave me a couple samples so I could see if it was actually working out. So let's look at those really quick. All right, so as you can see right here, it finally got it. And that was the key that I needed, was it needed to go in, get the actual documents, get the prompts, and really go through and figure out the system. So after doing all of that, I went through and I had it go ahead. I was like, go ahead, build it out, use the voice that we selected, and go ahead and build out the full video. And for this, I have the Descript API set up on this, or the Descript MCP. I'm not sure exactly which one. So it could go ahead and edit all this stuff for me. And this is the outcome.
Most AI filmmakers still storyboard one image at a time. They write a prompt, generate a frame, spot a missing beat or a drifting prop, rewrite it, and repeat for every scene. It works until the story needs speed and consistency. This mini-course teaches a different move. Do not ask AI for one image. Give an agent a clear brief and have it build the system that storyboards for you. You can hand that brief to Codex, Claude, Cursor, Replit, Lovable, or your agent of choice. It builds a local-first app, script input, continuity notes, ordered panels, prompt generation, shot lists, and export files. First, test it with a simple generic scene. Then bring in a real script, inspect the plan, catch continuity issues, and hand off clean production files. The point is not becoming a developer. It is understanding the workflow, personalizing the handoff, and giving yourself a reusable filmmaking tool. Not another prompt pack, a blueprint that turns scripts into visual production plans again and again.
All right, so what you just watched right there is the little explainer intro video for my storyboarding app mini course that I had built in my school community. And that turned out pretty well. So from there, I had Codex go ahead and build me out this mini course about how to actually build these explainer videos, which should be available in the description somewhere or whatever if you want to skip some steps and do this yourself or have something to pass to your agents to do it yourself. I think it'll be either available in my stand store and definitely available in my school community where I give all these mini courses to the members. So then I wanted to do a little bit of personalization and wanted to make an explainer style video for this whole Vox explainer style video process. We went through that whole process of doing that, and this is what it came up with. It built out the script, it built out the storyboard. I added this little thing of myself in here to personalize it. And these things can be adjusted, which I may do or may not do, or may just leave it the way it is. But this is the way that one turned out.
Most AI explainers look flat because the model is being asked to do everything at once. This mini course shows you the better way. You'll lock a visual style, turn your narration into clear shot beats, use AI for cinematic paper collage motion, and keep every headline and interface perfectly readable. You'll also get the complete agent handoff, prompts, tool guide, and quality checklist. Give the packet to your agent and build polished Vox-Style explainers you can repeat for any project.
All right, and that was it. So that was the little intro explainer that I did for my Vox-Style mini course, my Vox Explainer style mini course that's in my school community and I think in my stand store at this point. So there's a few things to point out just so that you know this, and there's certain things that I would do differently next time and probably will do differently next time. So one of the things that they pointed out in the videos on YouTube is that it does really well with big, bold typography. But when you get into the smaller sort of words right here, doesn't always land. So if I were doing this again, I would make sure to take out all the small things because these aren't really words that you're seeing right here. It's just like gibberish, but the bigger ones, it definitely gets down. So that's something to keep note of when you're doing this. Now, the main thing about this that really just blew my mind and was really how I'm building right now is that I'm not building these things for myself. I'm not building these things so that I have to go in there and I have to make these explainer videos manually every time. So at this point, what happens is Codex has all this information. It has the whole workflow. It has the skill set. It actually built a mini app that I use in my dashboard that can make these for me. So anytime that I want something like this, I just tell Codex, hey, this is what's going on. This is the script or this is the video. Go ahead and make this Vox-Style explainer video for me. And if there's any specs that I want to put into it, I can let it know and it does all this for me. And that is the big shift right now. That's what's happening in AI video, AI filmmaking, and all these kind of things is the workflow has completely shifted. And right now it goes from us doing these things manually to us giving these tasks to our agent, going back, doing some other work, doing whatever, making some little shifts and modifications, tell it what you like, what you don't like, and you come back to a finished product. And that is a huge shift that's happening in AI in all aspects right now, not just AI video or AI filmmaking, but in your daily workflow. So that was exactly how I got my Codex agent to build out these explainer style videos for me. It took a little bit of teaching, a little bit of prodding, but once it got that process down, it was good to go. So this is something to look at as we're doing this, as you're moving forward. And so there's a couple ways that you can go ahead and take this and do this for yourself. You can do the exact same thing that I did, grab these videos that I'll have the links hopefully in the description for these, take those tutorials, give it to Codex and have it build out these explainer style videos for you using their assets. Or same thing with this. You can take this video, give it to Codex, say, hey, this is what he did. Go ahead and build this for me. Or you can skip a step and you can get the exact handoff that you can give to your agent in my stand store, in the school community, whichever route you decide to choose with that. But this is one way to take your content to the next level. So thank you very much for hanging out on this short journey with me, showing you exactly how I got from point A to point B using Codex, my agent, to build these kind of things for me. So if you found any value in this content, please make sure to like, subscribe, do all those things. And if you're interested in getting these guides that you can hand directly to your agent to build these kind of things for you, go ahead and check the links in my description. All right, thanks. We'll see you in the next one.